Tesla's Fremont factory will stop making cars and pivot to making humanoid robots. Tesla also announced it's ending production of its Model S sedan and Model X SUV.
Custom orders of the Tesla Model S and Model X have come to an end. Those aren't our words. Those are Elon Musk's exact words, posted on X on April 1st, 2026. The flagship sedan that put Tesla on the map in 2012. The Falcon Wing SUV that turned electric vehicles into status symbols. Both gone. Production is over. The configurator is gone from Tesla.com. Roughly 600 units left in global inventory worldwide. But the headline you're seeing all over YouTube right now is only half right. Yes, Model S and Model X are dead. That part is true.
Model S and X vehicles to make way for some robots. Yesterday, Tesla CEO Elon Musk said the factory where the models are made.
But the claim that Fremont is producing Optimus robots right now, today, that word, now, is doing a lot of work. And we're going to tell you exactly what's actually happening on that factory floor today, even if it makes Tesla fans uncomfortable, because the real story is bigger than the clickbait. The death is real. Let's start with what's true. On January 28, 2026, during Tesla's Q4 earnings call, Elon Musk officially announced that Model S and Model X production would end by the close of the second quarter. He framed it with reverence. He said the cars deserved an, quote, honorable discharge. 2 months later, on April 1st, the announcement became reality. The custom configurator was permanently removed from Tesla.com. South Korea had already enforced a hard cutoff on March 31st. Europe stopped taking custom orders all the way back in July of 2025. To understand why this matters, you have to understand what these cars meant. The Model S launched in 2012. Before that car, electric vehicles were glorified golf carts. After that car, they were luxury machines that could outrun a Porsche. The Model X followed in 2015 with Falcon Wing doors that no other automaker would have dared to engineer. These weren't just products. They were the proof that Tesla could compete with Mercedes and BMW on their own turf, and as of last month, both are dead. The numbers tell you why Tesla pulled the trigger. In 2025, Model S and X combined for roughly 53,900 deliveries worldwide. That's 3% of Tesla's total volume. 3%. By the first quarter of 2026, Tesla's entire, quote, other models category, which includes the Cybertruck, produced just 13,775 units, a 20% year-over-year drop. The flagships had become a rounding error on Tesla's balance sheet. And here's the kicker. Even Tesla insiders didn't see this coming. In February of 2025, less than a year before the cars were killed, Tesla's own VP of Vehicle Engineering, Lars Moravy, said there were, quote, no plans to eliminate the Model S or X anytime soon. He even promised Tesla would give the flagships, quote, some love later this year. 11 months later, Musk killed both vehicles on a Wednesday earnings call. But now is the word that lies. Now here's where the YouTube headlines start lying to you. We're recording this on May 8th, 2026. As of today, exactly 0 Optimus robots have been built at the Fremont factory, not one. The lines that used to build the Model S and Model X are not currently producing humanoids. They're being dismantled. The new tooling is being installed. The pilot line is under construction. We don't have to guess about this. Tesla's own Q1 2026 update letter, that's the official quarterly investor document, lists the Optimus line at Fremont as being under, quote, construction. Large-scale tooling installation begins in Q2, and on the Q1 earnings call in late April, Musk himself confirmed that actual Optimus production at Fremont is scheduled to begin in late July or August. He didn't sugarcoat what that ramp will look like either. His exact words about initial production were, quote, quite slow and, quote, literally impossible to predict. Why? Because an Optimus robot has more than 10,000 unique components. And as Musk himself put it, quote, there's really nothing from the existing supply chain that exists in Optimus. This is a brand new product, built from a brand new supply chain on a brand new factory line. Anyone telling you robots are rolling off that floor today is selling you a fantasy. There's another timing piece nobody's talking about. The brain that runs Optimus, the AI5 chip, only just taped out for fabrication on April 15, 2026. Tape-out means the design is locked, and the blueprints have been sent to TSMC and Samsung for production. But volume chip production isn't expected until mid to late 2027, so even if the Fremont line started cranking out Optimus robots tomorrow, the next generation silicon that gives those robots their fastest reflexes won't exist in volume for over a year. Hardware and silicon are pointing at 2027, not today. 100,000 cars for 1 million robots. So if the headline is wrong, what's the real story? It's better than the clickbait. It's a brutal piece of capital allocation math. And once you see the numbers, the entire decision makes sense in a way it didn't before. On that January Q4 earnings call, when Musk announced the discontinuation, he gave the official reason as, quote, autonomy. Analysts were confused because the Model S and X already had hardware for self-driving computers, the same self-driving hardware as the Model 3 and Y. The reason only became clear when Musk explained what would replace the cars on the factory floor. The real reason wasn't autonomy. The real reason was opportunity cost. Those assembly lines had become the most expensive square footage on Tesla's balance sheet. For more than a decade, Model S and Model X were built at Fremont using what teardown expert Sandy Munro famously called, quote, dinosaur technologies. The rear underbody of an early Model S required almost 100 separate pieces of stamped metal welded together. 100 pieces. Compare that to the Model Y, where one giant gigacasting press stamps the entire rear subframe out of a single piece of aluminum. The S and X were never fully redesigned for that newer process. They stayed slow, they stayed expensive, they stayed inefficient. At its absolute peak, Fremont could produce 100,000 Model S and Model X units per year out of that dedicated factory space. 100,000 six-figure cars. Now, Tesla is targeting 1 million first-generation Optimus units per year out of that exact same square footage. That's a 10 times capacity increase in the same building. Why? Because a humanoid robot is physically smaller and uses less material than a 5,000-pound luxury SUV. Tesla didn't kill the S and X because customers stopped wanting them. They killed them because the floor space was worth more building robots. That's the real story. Fremont is the incubator. Texas is the empire. Here's the part most YouTube videos don't tell you. Fremont isn't even the main event. It's the incubator. The real Optimus empire is being built in Texas right now, and the scale is staggering. Permit documents filed in early 2026 show Tesla is adding more than 5.2 million square feet of new building space to the Giga Texas North campus by the end of this year. Total estimated investment between $5 and $10 billion. That second-generation Optimus facility has a long-term annual capacity target of 10 million robots per year. Not 1 million, 10 million. That's an order of magnitude bigger than what Fremont is being retooled to do. And there's a strategic reason Texas wins, beyond cheaper labor and lower taxes. The Texas campus already houses Tesla's Cortex-1 and Cortex-2 AI training clusters, more than 230,000 H100 equivalent GPUs running right now. By placing the physical robot factory next door to the AI training servers, Tesla can train the robot's neural networks and iterate the hardware on the same campus in real time. At the World Economic Forum back in January, Musk laid out the long-term vision in plain English. He said, quote, I think everyone on Earth is going to have one and want one. Target price by end of 2027, between $20,000 and $30,000. If you want to know how serious Tesla is about this pivot, look at the money. Tesla's 2026 capital expenditures budget is estimated to exceed $20 billion. The vast majority of that spending is weighted toward AI training compute, the new Terafab chip project in Texas, the robotaxi rollout, and Optimus infrastructure. The S and X weren't sacrificed for a refresh. They were sacrificed for a war chest. The wild card, Digital Optimus. But here's the strangest pivot in this whole story, and it's been almost completely missed by the mainstream press. Tesla isn't only building physical robots, they're building digital ones too. On March 11th of this year, Musk announced a joint venture between Tesla and xAI called Digital Optimus, internal nickname Macrohard. The architecture is wild. They're using the idle computing power of every parked Tesla vehicle plugged into the supercharger network, roughly 7 gigawatts of distributed compute power, to form a decentralized AI supercomputer. Musk's exact words on X were, quote, "Grok is the master conductor with deep understanding of the world to direct digital Optimus. The goal? Automate corporate digital workloads, accounting, data entry, human resources, entire desk jobs handled by AI agents running on the chips inside parked cars." For Tesla owners, this means your car could earn passive income while it sits in your driveway. The bigger story, this is Tesla quietly transitioning from selling vehicles into selling labor itself, both physical labor through humanoid robots and digital labor through distributed AI. The Model S and X aren't being killed for a refresh. They're being killed because Tesla isn't really trying to be a car company anymore. The competition Tesla doesn't talk about. Now, before anyone assumes Tesla is going to dominate this market by default, we need to be honest about who else is in the race, because Tesla isn't even leading the price war right now. Figure AI was just valued at $39 billion after their latest funding round. Their Figure 03 robot launched in 2026 with full-body autonomy via their Helix O2 neural network. And, this is the part Tesla fans don't want to hear, Figure already has a high-volume manufacturing facility called BotQ with an initial capacity of 12,000 units per year. Active production. Today. Not late July. Today. Then there's Unitree. The Chinese manufacturer is shipping its G1 humanoid robot globally right now for $13,500, not by 2027. Today, their IPO application was accepted on the Shanghai Star Market in March. Boston Dynamics, owned by Hyundai, retired the hydraulic Atlas and is partnering on a factory targeting 30,000 electric Atlas units per year. And 1X Technologies is delivering a $20,000 consumer-focused robot called NEO, designed for home use. Tesla's Optimus target price of $20,000 to $30,000 by the end of 2027, it might be too late and too expensive by then. We're not saying Tesla loses this race. We're saying the race is much more competitive than the Tesla narrative wants you to believe. Wall Street is split on whether this pivot is going to work. Dan Ives at Wedbush, one of the most prominent Tesla bulls, called the Q1 vehicle delivery numbers, quote, "quite underwhelming," but maintained his outperform rating. His view, quote, "The most important chapter in Tesla's growth story is now beginning with the AI era here." Gary Black at the Future Fund went the other way. He told investors that, quote, "The bull's narrative that only Tesla can solve for generalized, unsupervised autonomy has fallen apart. The Optimus pitch alone isn't enough. Tesla still has to deliver." What this means for owners. If you currently own a Model S or Model X, or you're considering buying one of the last 600 new units sitting in inventory, here's what you need to know. First, on service. Tesla's Q1 2026-10 QSEC filing legally commits the company to providing parts, software updates, and service center support for both vehicles indefinitely. Musk has personally promised the same. The original 2008 Roadster, Tesla's first car ever, still gets minor software patches today. Your Model S or X will too. Second, on resale. Used Model X values had been on a brutal 63% 5-year depreciation curve. After the discontinuation announcement, that flipped. Used Model X prices have rebounded roughly 10% from their 2025 lows as supply tightened overnight. The cars are becoming collector items. Third, on those last 600 new units, Tesla didn't fire sale them. The opposite. They raised the price of every remaining S and X by $15,000 across the board. A new Model S Plaid now starts at $124,900. They're not clearing inventory. They're charging a nostalgia tax on the final chassis.